So Season 6 Lounge is back with the Bundesliga this time. We are going to cover this as a video because last week people sort of were confused, so I want to clear that up. So we've got to play 1, have 11 Bundesliga players in our team. We get a Goetze, play 3, we get a Royce. Play 6, we get a Kim and Jay, and then play 10, we get ourselves some XP. Win 3, we get ourselves a guaranteed team in the season pack. So win 3 games and that's pretty good reward. Win 6, 500 XP, and then to finish the whole thing, we get an 81 times 2. Which is a little bit underwhelming from EA. Now, heading over to the Bundesliga, as you can see here in the objective, we can only have players that are max 90, no players that are 91 or higher. So, for example, my team is obviously not eligible, so let me go ahead and sort this out quickly. So we cleared everybody off, and now are a few tricks I can show you that will probably help you win more games, especially what a lot of people are doing in the higher end of divisions. So first of all, you can use any loans that you want to. So for example, I'm just going to use Herodeke. He's the only keeper I've got apart from Cobble. And we're just going to go through one by one with positions. Now, we are going to put Sadilla there. Now, of course, it doesn't really matter about the team. Team in the season is finally here, and it's time to talk business. Have you encountered this problem when buying coins from other websites? But I got the best service at Loot Bar. Loot Bar provides you with the cheapest and most reliable coins with an 8% discount for new users. I only spent 35 euros and I got 1 million coins, and now there is also a 5% bonus coins for all orders. Don't forget to use code NANNY to use 8% off. The coins will be delivered within the next 24 hours. That's awesome. Now I have the best team like this, and you will be ready to improve your team like I said. The link will be down in the description and comment section. Use the code NANNY to get 8% off and 5% bonus and improve your team today. Pretty much, you guys will have different teams to me. I will have a different team to you, etc. Now, don't forget, most importantly, we can only have max 90 rated players. So anyone higher rated isn't going to be able to go into this SBC, or sorry, into this objective. But we can get away with certain players that do fit in, like max 90, for example. So what I'm doing at the moment, as you probably can tell, is just going through one by one and building a team. And then we are going to be able to show you the little trick that I mentioned at the beginning. Now, I've already got a Royce here that we'll just use for the sake of this, which we'll get from an objective. And apart from, I don't know what my strikers are like, if I've got anyone good. Okay, we've got some okay ones. We'll put Voler up front. And then we've got ourselves our left wing, which can be, okay, no one great here. So we'll use Grimaldo for the sake of this video. Now, that's your Bundesliga team, right? That's all 11 players. That's all we need to do. Now, with your bench, they don't need to be Bundesliga players. They can actually be anybody in any other league. So just to show you, we can go to Premier League. And if you've got some players that you use in your main team that slide straight in and you love using them, for example, let's say you're a massive Grealish fan or a Son fan, they can go into this. It doesn't affect it whatsoever. And this can work for La Liga. It can work for any of them, as long as you just don't have the same player, essentially. So just to show you here, we are popping in quite a few of the cards that we have from the Premier League. And the same thing applies again. You can use loans and much more. So there are a few players in your team that are weak. Go and put some stronger players on and then substitute them straight out. So just to show you here, you can see here all of the green bars underneath my camera have been ticked off. And we've got a Premier League bench and a Bundesliga 11. So if your Bundesliga team isn't the best, you can sub them off and basically put in 5 substitutions. So let's say your striker wasn't very good, your winger's not great, and your midfield's okay, but your defense is lacking. Go put your best defenders that fit into the situation of the rating and swap them out as soon as the game starts. Now, in terms of actual objectives and how to get yourself into more wins, here are some tactics that I use. I go 20-0 or 19-1. Most weekends, and it is going to be a 4-2-3-1 as you can see here. Now I'm going to make some changes by pressing wild triangle, and we're going to put Grimaldo as a CDM. We're going to have Royce out wide and Thomas Rosicky as our main game, Marlon out for the right, and then Voller up front. Now in terms of instructions, we've got default, getting behind, stay forward. Going to be come back on defense, get into the box for crosses. Default, get into the box for crosses, default, and then Malin's also going to come back on defense, get into the box for crosses, and then your 2 CDMs are going to be the exact same. Make sure it's cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, not cover wing, cover center. They both have to be cover center for this to work. Now, this is absolutely down to you whether you prefer having overlapping or not, or attacking left back or right backs or not. So, for example, Sadilla stay back while attacking, but my Matsson's going to be on default. So it means he helps out a little bit because I play camera side, closer to the camera my end than actual attacking far end. So that's how that would work. Now, this is going to help you out massively. Make sure, of course, it's the obvious one. But when you do change your team, that with your roles, if you want to change your roles, you have to save it and then go back in again and then change it. So whatever is the first player that you put into your team is going to be the one who takes all the set pieces until you change it. So captain doesn't matter too much, but make sure you go ahead and put all of your best players on set pieces, corners, etc., penalties, etc. Don't make that mistake, especially if you get a penalty, because people love to quit when you've got a penalty and it doesn't count towards you. So make sure you're putting in the right players when you need to. And as always, if you do have any questions or something doesn't work, make sure you check the video out. And if it still doesn't understand, comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But just to recap, you can have 11 Bundesliga players here, and then you can have any league on the bench whatsoever, even icons if you wanted to. So just to show you here with icons in particular, long as they're underneath the 90 rated, then they're going to go straight away into this team. So just to show you here, a BA, she can go straight in. And you can see there it still counts. So you can swap icons out, you can do heroes, you can do anything you want. And that's how you're going to get it done. Let me know who you get from your Tots Guaranteed pack, and I'll catch you in the next video.